hlylom Szorg Vzer hlylom Szorg Vzer hlylom So, thought I'd start with the west side of Westview Cemetery. Hawud Knox, October 10th, 1996. Clara E. Knox, June 5th, 2002. We see there's more. Wayman Eustace Knox, March 16th, 1931. Oh, well, that's the birth. Patsy Ann Knox, August 14, 2016. Married July 29th, 1955. And I'm not sure that indicates that they had a pet rabbit or anything, but some people do. Ashley Maria Knox, June 1st, 2016. Morris F. Knox Jr., March 2, 1945. Iris E. Knox, June 18th, 2015. November 12th, 1921, March 2, 1945. Killed in action in Germany. Okay, World War II was definitely one war in particular that has some importance as far as some good was done through it. IEK GLWK-MFK. Did I say this one? Morris Frank Sr., July 25th, 1991. Grace L. Waldrop, October 19th, 1984. Brooks. The little cross, huh? Not sure what that is. Matt Abercrombie Brooks, November 18th, 2013. I think that's maybe a Bible verse. Truman O. Brooks, May 22nd, 1951. Remember, friends, as you pass by, as you are now, so once was I, as I am now, soon shall be. R for death, and follow me. Okay, certainly a path should be a lifelong thing, continuing to the point of death, or at least by the point of death. Homer E. Brooks, February 13, 1965. Let's upright this here. George Washington Brooks, June 18, 1948. Parted on earth, united in heaven. What does heaven mean? Maggie Morgan Brooks, November 25th, 1980. Randall Ray, son of Irva and Edna Rhodes, born and died on March 19th, 1954. D. Brook. Gary W. Gant, March 5th, 2013. Bobby M. Carver, March 4th, 2002. GWG. Okay. Sometimes you have a child shown by these. James A. Adams, November 19, 2000. Minnie Hugh, June 15th, 1981. Now, sometimes you see USMC, U.S. Marine Corps. I know that one, definitely. DRA. Sometimes they're just a repeating, and you may even have a few things. William C. Adams, World War I, April 24th, 1961. Now it's interesting to trace the wars, why the one war led to another war. And Daisy R. Adams, March 2nd, 1975. William C., April 24th, 1961. Adams. The Sleep in Jesus, I've talked about that thing before. It's a doctrine that's not linked to Jesus, but certainly the people who worshipped him and wrote the rest of the New Testament, as it is called. Alfred Jackson Pearson, U.S. Naval Reserves, July 25th, 1957. James William Pearson, September 20th, 1987. Now, whether a person dies in a war or survives a war, it's, they've basically made the sacrifice, whether they survive the sacrifice or not. Genia. Okay, some of these are William James Pearson, September 20th, 1987. Not sure which. Yeah, it doesn't say when he was in the Air Force or for what. C.C. Pearson, October 11th, 1963. Eugenia T. Pearson, March 1st, 1957. Robert Pearson, July 7th, 1981. And Ansel C. Pearson, April 11, 1946. World War... Oh, he's in World War II. And ACP. Okay, ACP, that's him. J.L. McCoy, April 23rd, 1966. Huldah Pearson, wife of J.L. McCoy, March 13, 1949. And Rudolph, son of J.L. What is that? Oh, that's an and. It's just stilted. Huldah McCoy, December 18, 1913. And do we have more McCoy graves? Yeah, that's why early Christians didn't use coffins, because that happens. The coffins give way eventually and create a hazard in the graveyard. Marvin Dale Pulaski Sr., the Air Force, served in Korea. I'm hoping to interview somebody who was a Korean War during the Korean War. They were stationed in Germany. I think that was the thing. March 7th, 2007. Marvin Dale, March 7th, 2007. Pulaski. Tutluski, Hulda Nell Tutluski, January 13th, January 30th, 2005. Was there another 13? That's what was throwing me off. Married February 26, 1955. And James O. McAllister. The southeastern United States has a greater frequency of McAllisters, I noticed. World War II vet, October 1st, 1944. J. Odell McAllister, October 1st, 1944. Mary Louise A. McAllister. So, foster kid? Or Foster's the name. I don't know if they put foster kid on the graves. April 2nd, 1992. Charles T. Foster. Okay, it is the last name. Okay, May 5th, 1971. And that year, was that the start of Beltane, the warming quarter? Sometimes it's the 6th, sometimes it's the 5th. May 5th, 1971. Okay. So that's a repeat. Moody Tompkins. Okay, let's... S.E.D. Moody, October 3rd, 1969. PVT... Is that Calvin D. Moody, son of Mr. and Mrs. W.D. Moody, killed in action January 26, 1944. His body rests in Italy, gone but not forgotten. Yeah, Italy's definitely... It wasn't just the Nazis that were problematic. hlylom, Swangam, July 20th, 1970. Okay, let's step over here. Harry L. Swangam, January 5th, 1952. And is that a marker of some sort? Karen Lynn Tucker, June 28th, 1953. Born and died. There's sunken earth in here. But that's not necessarily because there was a grave here. And the lamb is kind of 2 ages ago. We're in the age of Aquarius, so it's the man. It almost looks like there was something written there, but no. E. Rudolph, son of E.R. and Edith S. Rigdon, April 23rd, 1944. Was it a stillborn or something? Edward R. Rigdon, a World War II vet, medical, which is often of the best people in a war. The medical, you really... regardless of what side's right or wrong, the people in that field are often innocents, and they're doing something heroic on top of that. So, July 24th, 1952. Edward R. Rigdon, July 24th, 1952. Edith S., February 16th, 1925. Oh, that was the birth. Turner. Clyde Turner, August 21st, 1967. And definitely I understand the sentiment of that when we make the effort, God meets our efforts. GCT, George Calvin Tompkins, December 7th, 1948. Woodsman. Yeah, Woodsman and Freemason. Angie Daggis, February 7th, 1962. Thompson. Henry W. Daggis, World War I vet, August 16, 1964. I think in my family there's not even living World War II vets. Lewis Smith, December 20th, 1988. William Henry Dagas, August 16, 1964. And is there anything over in this corner? J.W. Sanders, December 18, 1947. World War II vet. World War I vet, sorry. Mary Ola, September 8th, 1993. Mary Ola Sanders. Definitely the gesture that we're looking at. It's said that there are beings that pray for us according to as we've prayed. So, when I'm here, I'm not praying for anybody who, to undo any wrong that anybody's done. That's definitely not what I'm doing. J.W. Sanders, December 18, 1947. And Francis R., December 3rd, 2013. Francis R. Benjamin, December 3rd, 2013. Olin L., October 6, 1991. T.R.B. Wallace D. Benjamin, October 14, 1970. Class of 1971. I see a king with a crown on. Oh, see, disabled, and definitely, disability doesn't translate into the next life unless there's a spiritual disability that you've messed up that way, then there's a problem. James T. Benjamin, March 11th, 1964. Bessie Benjamin, August 1st, 1956. And Jeanette Arthur Adi, Junia Roy Wade, Buna Olin were their children, and they were married January 15, 1901. Okay, mother, and I'm guessing there was a father in here somewhere. Did I? MDS. Satterfield, Robert H., March 30th, 1944. Mary D., September 7th, 1969. Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord. Well, Yahweh doesn't translate as Lord, so if that's what they're quoting. They rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. Well, that's definitely true. Okay. RHS. Wait, did I already go into here? Yeah. Perhaps a recent visitor or just a wanderer too. G.H. Howard, August 9th, 1964. And also another Miller, Lois M. Miller, December 4th, 1964. Howard W. Miller, July 22nd, 2009. Francis S., April 28th, 1994. And May 14, 1944 was when they were married. And Kristen L. Jackson, February 11, 2019. I think this is the most recent grave that I've noticed in this cemetery. And even when there's a gap of graves, sometimes some of the strongest feelings, like right here. Yeah, right here. sort of, you know, from here, kind of, yeah, there's sort of a presence. Let me trace the rest of this space. Okay, now I'm out of it. I know that's weird for people, but it's part of my thing of mystical attainment through visiting these places. Johnson. William M., January 17, 1947. Ida L., June 29, 1944. And, oh, let's not forget this one. Particularly since this is probably the most likely to disappear from over here. Leroy E. Johnson, April 4th, 1966. And let's... L.E.J., yep. That's the same. Oh, is there a tombstone that's got buried by dirt? I think there might be a tombstone that was buried by dirt out here. Wanda Faith, daughter of N.A. and Louise M. Brown, November 23rd, 1952. So died the next day. I do believe that every child that dies, by child I mean pre-adolescent, is completely innocent. Well, I mean, you're preparing them to not be innocent, but you know what I mean. Agnes H. Waldrop, December 30th, 2000. C. Lester, August 8th, 1980. So, the Waldrops. Lela Morel Waldrop, 1936. And, yeah, to the Millers. That's obviously one of the Woodsman people, right? But let's start at this point. Maggie Capps, September 23rd, 1970. And that's 30 years before what one could say is my birthday. Her children arise up and call her blessed. So your legacy in your kids definitely is one of those things that you want to work on establishing. October 28th, 1931. J.F. Belt. Now, it might be better if you want something like that for yourself to have it somewhere other than the graveyard, to have a, in a regular park or something maybe. But Mark Belt, December 20th, 1972. In God we trust being on the money. Let's be real. Everybody in office operates according to their beliefs. So this idea that our country is completely secular, it's not somewhere. James Walter Belt, February 14th, 2014. And, World War II vet. That's an important note. Let's list it as the same. And E.C. McKee, May 30th, 1941. His wife, Lenora Bowie, April 26th, 1940. Well, hopefully you got a soulmate that's going to be someone who you can access in the afterlife, but particularly in terms of spouses, but I use the word soulmate beyond that sort of thing, is Barry E. Trotter, World War I vet, May 22nd, 1956. Sarah Lee Trotter, February 9, 1925. William Emery Trotter, January 26, 1936. Barry Trotter Sr., May 22nd, 1956. Addie McKee Trotter, July 14, 1990. And they were married April 5th, 1924. Their children are Sarah Lee, Barry Earl Jr., and William Emery. And wait, did I share? Yeah, I shared that one. Okay, let me see. Alonzo Grady Powers. Okay, which was in the Korean War, yeah. October 4th, 1967. As I say, there's going to be a vet from that war, probably, that I'm going to interview. Gibson. William D. Gibson, January 18, 1975. Myrtle S. Gibson, March 13, 2003. And John H. Adams. Okay, just a vet, but not a war vet, I guess. September 11th, 1944. September 11th was an important date for the whole ancient Egyptian thing, I guess, because you had, the heliacal rising of Sirius,